I'm on an early Tuesday morning hike at Iroquois Park. Look at all the May apples. The weather is perfect for hiking. No chance of rain today. I've been hiking the high ground for a while. Haven't seen much up here. I think I'll hike down this hill. I just crossed the gully and I'm hiking up this hill. Some deer were in this area yesterday, but they're not here today. I'm hiking up this hill and I think I saw a deer up there. There's more than one up there. This one's bedded down. The other one was eating leaves off the trees. This deer is watching me hike up the hill. She's bedded down chewing her cud. There's another one way up the hill, bedded down. One walking next to it. I see one bedded down and two walking around. Now this one is getting up. I'm looking off to my right down the hill a little bit and I see another deer bedded down. Another beautiful doe. They spread out so much I have no idea how many deer are in this area. There's one walking around down there. I'm gonna hike down that way. Looks like I have a couple gullies to cross before I get over there. I see another deer. I'm getting ready to cross the first gully. This is a good spot. This is probably where the deer cross. See a squirrel down there. I don't know what it's eating. Pretty far away. Getting ready to cross another gully and I'm looking up the hill and I see a deer up there eating some of the new leaves. You see something over there. I'm not sure what. I've got to go ahead and cross this gully. These hills and gullies are hard on an old man. Now I'm going to hike up this hill. I just crossed that gully and I hiked up this hill. I just crossed that gully and I still see that deer that was over there eating leaves, but now I see another one. Where's the other one? I don't see it now. Oh, there it is. There's one of them making its way over here. Still eating. I thought they were on their way over here. But they're not in a hurry. I was hiking up this hill. There's the other one. I just saw the tail of this deer. The other one is right behind her. Getting pretty close to them now, or they're getting pretty close to me. They know I'm here, but they don't seem too concerned. I found some more up here. 3 beautiful does. I think they're does. There could be a young buck mixed in. And there's 2 over here. So that makes 5. They're walking off in that direction. Two more over there. That makes 5. And they seem to be ignoring me. This one stopped to take a pee. Now this one is taking a pee. This one is right in front of me. Good morning, pretty girl. See, she's just ignoring me. I was going to hike down that hill, but I don't think I will now. There's one of them off to my right. And some more up there. They are loving those new leaves. This doe is probably pregnant. So she's eating for 2 or 3. She looks like she might be carrying twins. Maybe triplets, but probably not triplets. But she definitely could be carrying twins. I'm going to try to hike around them. They're not letting me hike around them. They're staying in front of me. There's one that's up the hill. I don't know what this deer is looking at. It's just standing there staring. Now they're walking in front of me. Here comes one down the hill. They're spread out all over the place. I'm not sure how many's here. There's one down the hill. Now I'm going to get around them. They're walking down the hill. They must recognize me because they don't seem at all concerned with me being here. I'm trying to hike around them, but they keep changing directions, and now they're going in the same direction I am. I cannot believe they got right in front of me. And this one's walking over to my right. Most of them are going off in that direction, but I still see one in front of me. Well, most of them are back there now. They're getting pretty far away from me. But I think there's still one in front of me. Where is it? There it is. This one is pretty close to me off to my right, and I think there's another one up the hill. I see the leaves moving on the trees. That means they're up there eating them. Deer ran off over there. It's going to catch up with the others. Now let's see what's up here. Oh, it's my favorite buck up here. Look at those new antlers. I wasn't going to hike up this hill, but I'm glad I did. There's the other buck, his buddy. Now this guy's walking up the hill. The other buck is behind me, and it crossed the gully. He just ran down there and crossed the gully. I guess he's going to get with that other buck now. I just crossed the gully and I'm over here now, and I think I see those bucks down the hill. There's my buddy down the hill. There's the other one. I love following these two bucks. Now this one's walking down the hill. Now the two bucks are together. This buck is walking off to my left, and the other buck is way over there. Well, that's about all the pictures and video I'm going to get of this buck. This other buck always stays close by. You know where your buddy is, don't you? Yeah. He's going to go up there and catch up with him. There's the other buck up there walking around, and this one is following. I'm on my way up to the top. Where'd that younger buck go? I don't see it. It's over there somewhere. I'm almost up to the top. That was a workout trying to keep up with those two bucks. I finally made it up to the top. There's a mullein weed starting to grow. Made it up to Top Hill Road and Summit Field. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time in Summit Field. I don't like Summit Field nearly as much since they did all that mowing. Hopefully it'll all grow back pretty fast. I don't see anything in this pond that's next to the rustic pavilion. I see a brown thrasher up in that tree. I love brown thrashers, all the different sounds they make. Yep, that's enough video. I see a male mallard duck up in this pond in the center of Summit Field. It's hiding from me now. Now it's back out in the open. This one seems to be alone up here. Are you alone up here? I looked around and I don't see any more. So this guy is alone up here. Unless the female mallard duck is on the nest somewhere, and that's a pretty good possibility. She could have a nest over there somewhere. And that would be a good place to put a nest. I hope there is a female mallard duck on the nest over there. I'm going to take off. There's a beautiful male cardinal up in that tree. Yeah, took off. It's still up there, but there's too many leaves on that tree. I can't find it. I'm looking over at this pond that's very close to Sullivan Grove, and I see 3 ducks. It looks like 2 females and 1 male. There's the male and 2 females. Usually you see 2 males and 1 female. Yep, that's enough video of them. One last look at Summit Field. I hear a cardinal somewhere. There's Top Hill Road. I'm cutting through Sullivan Grove. I'm not going to the North Overlook. I'm going to take the Corbly Trail down to the bottom. I'm leaving the Corbly Trail. I'm going to cut through this beautiful area to get down to my car. There's a pileated woodpecker up in that tree. It's way up there. The leaves are in the way. I wish the leaves weren't in the way. Yeah, it just flew away. Way over there. I've been hearing woodpeckers all morning, but that was the first one I could find up in the tree. See Rundle Road and the golf course parking lot where I'm parked. It is time for this old man to go home.